Hello Bookworm family, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell because it's always a surprise to me when I'm going to post videos, so I know it's a surprise to you. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's at Danny's Book Corner 2018. Anyway, I have a quick video for you guys today. I am doing my thrift book haul. So I got about 7 books on Thriftbooks. It came to about $20 for all 7. That's pretty standard for thrift books. One of them was new though, but then I also had a free book, so that's why it's still equal to $20. But usually you can get about 7, 8 books depending on the book for $20. So I love thrift books. Sometimes the quality of the book is amazing and way beyond my expectation, and sometimes it's like, this is not what I ordered. So I have had experiences in the past where they've sent me the complete wrong book. Like I ordered a kid's book and it sent me like an inappropriate adult novel. So sometimes I have really great experiences with them, sometimes not, but all in all, it is a really cheap secondhand online bookstore and you guys should really check it out, and I will post a link to it in the description below. But without further ado, let's do the reveal of the books that I got. Haven't opened them yet because I wanted to see what kind of condition they were live on camera so you guys could get my full reaction. So I know what I ordered. This isn't like a book box where I don't know what I ordered. I do know what I ordered, but I just don't know what kind of condition they came in. So let's check it out. So we'll start with this one. So the only thing is when you order, they do come in like shifts. So like if there's a book that you really want, it might take a full week, where if there's other books it might take like a day. So some of the shipping is really fast, some of the shipping is not. So we're gonna open this one. This one I just got today, and I believe there's only one book in here because it's tiny. So let's open this one. Okay, so this is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and this is the Scholastic version. So usually you would be able to only order this version through Scholastics, but with Thriftbooks you're able to order it there because it's secondhand. And this is in really good condition. I think I put either good or acceptable condition for this one, and this is like brand new, like nobody's read this before. I have read Little Women before, I just don't own it, so I wanted to own it. And this was actually the free book that I got. So, and if you guys don't know Little Women, it's about 4 sisters whose father's at war during, it's New England during the Civil War. So they're 4 sisters, they're growing up and their father's at war, and they're kind of just like experiencing life without him and experiencing kind of this world that they're in and growing up, and it's like a really classic coming of age story. So if you guys have not read this one, it's really good. And I'm glad with the condition that it came in. Came in good condition. And this is the free one, so I mean I really didn't need to be in good condition, but it was. Alright, so we'll go to this bag next. Looks like there's 4 books in here. Okay, so this is Number the Stars by Lois Lowry. So I actually put this in my cart thinking it was part of the Giver series, but it's not. So the Giver series has 4 books in it, because I've ever read The Giver by Lois Lowry. But this was not part of the Giver series, so as I read it, I was like, ooh, but that still sounds really good. This one is about a 12-year-old named Anne Marie who, it's 1943 and their life in Copenhagen is filled with school food shortages and the Nazi soldiers marching in their town. So I don't know if she's Jewish or not. It doesn't really say on the back, but basically it's about a girl who was living in Nazi Germany. So the condition is really good. I put this as acceptable condition because it wasn't like a book I was like needed to be brand new or anything. It's only 135 pages, but it is in really good condition for what I got it for. I think I got it for like $3, like a little over $3. That's usually how much they are on Thriftbooks, and it looks good to me. I don't see any tears or any bad. It's a little, I mean, it's got a little bit of the paper stain, so if like you're somebody who's like, want my books to look new, order new books, but I'm not picky, so. The next one, what is this one? Oh, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I read this in school, and it was like the book that first made me love reading. I I read The Outsiders when I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. I don't remember which one. 7th or 8th grade, but I read it and I instantly started writing. Like, I found out that Essie Hinton wrote this book when she was 16, and she just kind of wrote it about things that she was seeing in her life. And so I started writing a book, and I never stopped writing after that. Like, I have been a writer since then. I was a writer before that. Like, I was like the little kid who used to write her own songs and stuff like that. But I mean, this was like the first time that I read a book and I was like, that's what I want to do with my life. And even though I am a full-time dance teacher, I still consider myself to be a writer because I am trying really hard to write every day. That does not always happen. But trying really hard to like write and get something out there, get something published that the world is missing. And this is what Essie Hinton did. And it was just one of my favorite books growing up. What? Oh, I got so excited, guys. This is in there, and I was like, $100. Alright, that was probably a really good reaction. I got really excited. I just saw the 100 and I kept flipping. But this is a bookmark, so I can add this bookmark to my collection, and it actually belonged to somebody named Tori. Their last name is on the back too, but it's got like this little kid's last name on it with some numbers on it. Apparently she was doing math while reading. But I'll probably erase her last name, but keeping it from a bookmark collection, of course. But man, I really thought there was $100 in there. I was like, whoa, this was way worth $3. But anyways, this is another one of like $3 and some change. And again, it's just got a little staining around the edges, but all the pages seem to be in good condition. There's a little bend in the corner up there, and a little scratch on the cover, but I think I got this as acceptable condition, not good condition. So this is acceptable condition. I mean, I consider acceptable condition to be readable, and this is beyond readable, so man, I really wish that was an actual $100. Okay, moving on. So we have The Messenger by Lois Lowry. This one is actually really beat up, it looks like. It's got a price tag on the front. I'm gonna see if I can peel that off. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it off. Ooh. This one is not in great condition. This one I think I had as either acceptable or good condition. Ooh. It ripped some of the book. Whoops. Alright, so I think I had it as either acceptable or good condition. I'm hoping by the looks of it, it was acceptable. This page is clearly bent. And this kind of stinks for me that the cover has damage to it because obviously I am a bookstagrammer. So when I try to post pictures of books and they look like this or like this, I mean, in fairness, the sticker just did this when I peeled it off, but still the sticker did it. Not like I ripped the book, but and like this doesn't look great. So it kind of stinks for what I'm doing bookstagramming and the book looks like this. So also the spine is very broken on it where like the pages are almost falling out. And yeah, I think I got this in acceptable condition, and I wouldn't say that this is acceptable. I mean, I guess, like I said before, acceptable to me means readable, and I can read it. Just, I guess, for bookstagramming purposes, I should really go more of the good books on here, just because this isn't really photographable, unfortunately. And I'm really sad about the spine being that broken that it's just flopping. But anyways, so The Messenger is part of the Giver series, and I don't know which book it falls as. I don't know if it's 3 or 4. I think it might be 4. It's either 3 or 4. It goes with the Giver series, that's all I know. I don't really know much about this one. It's about Maddie has lived in a village, flourished under guidance of Seer, a blind man known for a special sight. The village once a place that welcomed newcomers, but something sinister has stepped into the village, and people have voted to close it to outsiders. Maddie has been an invaluable as a messenger. Now he must take one last journey through the treacherous forest with his only weapon, a power he unexpectedly discovers within. So I know that this takes place in the Giver universe, but I'm not really sure how it ties into the Giver universe, so that's what I'm gonna have to figure out. Moving on. So we have, it's kind of a funny story. So this one, I do think I asked for in good condition because I think it was more than $3. I think this one was like $4 or $5. But it is one of my favorite books and also one of my favorite movies. Again, so it has stickers on the cover, which stinks for bookstagramming. I just pulled this off. It's like a library tag. I'm hoping it doesn't rip the book, but as you guys can see, like, this stinks for bookstagramming because you try to take pictures of your books and then it's coming like this. I'm normally not disappointed with thrift books, but I mean, normally when you get an old library book, like this one was clearly an old library book because it had the number on it, which is what I'm trying to peel off right now. They come with like the plastic on them, so you can just take the plastic off, but I can't do that with this one because it's stuck to the actual paperback cover, which stinks. And it's got like a price tag on it. Okay. So anyways, it's kind of a funny story. It's one of my favorite books and one of my favorite movies. It's about a boy who seriously starts thinking about killing himself so bad that he actually calls 911 and he goes into a mental health rehabilitation center where he meets a girl who is overcoming cutting and a guy who has been suffering with many different mental health struggles his whole life, and they're all just on a path to try to get themselves together. And it's not as serious as it sounds. Like, it's kind of a funny story. Talks about the comedy and the stuff that like happens in real life that it's kind of funny even though it's not. So and this is actually by Ned Vizzini. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but unfortunately he actually killed himself. So I wanted to get this book and read it again and see just like kind of from that perspective that this is a guy who wrote this who was really struggling and he pretty much put it all on the page. And I know that that happens with a lot of artists and authors. You just kind of put it all out there and what happens, happens. But I just think it's really sad because this is one of my favorite books, and the fact that he did end up going through with suicide is just a really sad thing to me. So I am hoping to read this one pretty soon, but this isn't too bad. This definitely isn't as bad as the Messenger book. I can probably finish getting this sticker off after this video. That's not a problem. And it is pretty bookstagrammable. All the pages are readable. There's no rips. There's no tears. I believe this one was either 3 or 5 again. I can't remember. It is from Massachusetts, if anyone was wondering. So, but yeah, so there's that one. And then we got a box. So I really thought this was going to be the thing I'm waiting for from London, which has now officially shipped. So it should be here by the end of next week. Trying to get into the box. And I think, so there should be 2 more books in here. All right, so this one, okay, so this is one that I got. I actually think I got it new, and it better not be considered new because it's dirty. So I'm going to be mad. I'm going to go look that up and see if I got this as new. But it's Sun by Lois Lowry. This is the last of the Giver series. Because I just really wanted to own all the Giver books, and it was like 50 cents cheaper here than buying at Barnes & Noble, because I do want to finish reading that series this year. I've read The Giver a couple times now. It's one of my favorite books, so I wanted to read the rest of them. The pages are in great condition. It looks new. It's just a little dirty on the back, and honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. It might have gotten dirty through shipping. I thought it looked worse than it did on first sight, but it actually is in pretty good condition. So if I got this for new, then that's okay. I think it just got a little scuffed up in the journey. But. So this one is when a young girl is washed up on their shore. No one knew she had been a vessel that had carried a product, that it had been carved from her belly and stolen. So this is about the people who are birth mothers in the Giver world. So they talk about it in the Giver book and how they're forced to give up their children and like just keep having babies until they can't have babies anymore. And that's their only job and only purpose in the world. And so this is about her, and she's trying to figure out who her son is and try to connect with him. So this one I think I'm the most excited for out of all the rest of the books of the series. I don't know if this is the last or the third one. I don't think it really matters which order you read them in. Oh, this one says a thrilling conclusion to Giver. So this is the third one. Messenger. This is the fourth one. Messenger is the third one. Gathering Blue is the second one, and Giver is the first one. So I still have to read Gathering Blue, Sun, and Messenger. So Gathering Blue, Messenger, then Sun. Blah. Don't know what order they go in. But yeah, so I don't necessarily know if it matters what order you read them in, but I probably will read them in order just because it seems like the right thing to do. So then the last book I got, and this is, I know I got this for new, but it is one that I really, really wanted, so I'm okay with it being new, and it looks brand new. It looks in great condition. There's no stickers on it. The spine isn't broken yet. very, 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 very good condition. But it's called How Harry Cast His Spell, and it's by John Granger. I'm sure not related to Hermione Granger. Obviously, she's fictional, but it's just ironic that he wrote a book. So this is the meaning behind the mania for J.K. Rowling's best-selling books, and it is actually how Harry Potter is connected to the Bible. So a lot of people think that because Christians don't believe in witchcraft and wizardry and all that stuff, that like we don't enjoy a good like fictional sci-fi fantasy book, and some people will not read them. Like some people who are so struck by their faith cannot bring themselves to read these books. Totally fine. Totally respect their lifestyle. Obviously, I grew up with Harry Potter. Not changing that. Love Harry Potter. My favorite book series ever. But this does kind of open up. It says, more than any other book in the last 50 years, and perhaps ever, the Harry Potter novels have captured the imagination of children and adults around the world, yet no one has been able to unlock the secret of Harry's wild popularity until now. Tracing spiritual content and symbols through the entire series, author John Granger uses his knowledge of classic literature, philosophy, and Christian tradition to explain why the books meet our longings to experience the truth of life, love, and death, help us better understand life and our role in the universe, and encourage us to discover and develop our own gifts and abilities. So it's how, like, basically, it's not like saying, like, oh, like, Harry Potter's a Christian book. It's saying, like, how does Harry Potter help you overcome the hard times, help you overcome in a way that's spiritual, in a way that's connected to faith. So I'm excited. It's kind of like a Harry Potter Bible study, which is awesome. So I'm definitely going to read this one. Probably will read this before I finish reading through the series again, because I've already read through the series before and I've seen all the movies and I know what's going to happen, but I really want to read through the series again because I'm hoping, cross my fingers, to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter this year in Universal Studios. So, but anyway, so that is the goal, and I would like to read this probably sooner rather than later. It sounds really good. So yeah, so that's pretty much my thrift book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Very sad about the $100. That was not actually $100. Pretty sad stuff, but it's a cute little bookmark, so I'm not complaining. But so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys stay tuned for more videos. I should be getting that package from London soon, so you guys can see what that is. I'm super excited. And also, I have been thinking about it, and I think I am going to do a video within the next month or so about my mental health struggles, as that's been something I've been getting a lot of questions on from people on Instagram and some of you on here. So I don't know when that'll be. It's kind of whenever I work up the courage to do it, but I'm hoping to do it soon. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!